So let the arguments begin as we take a look at who should be crowned the best young player in world football. Gabriel Jesus. After his 2017 move from Palmeiras to Manchester City, his £30 million price tag looks like one of the best bargains in world football. Jesus set the Premier League alight in his first couple months, scoring 7 goals and notching 4 assists in 10 matches. He's since solidified himself as Brazil's number 9 and will lead the line for the Seleção this summer. What's even scarier is that due to recent injury problems, we have yet to see what a truly adapted Jesus will look like in the Premier League. And if his previous stints are any indication, he may just make the Premier League his own. Kylian Mbappe. The 19-year-old French prodigy exploded onto the scene when he led Monaco to their first Ligue 1 title in almost 2 decades, and sent shockwaves through Europe after he tore through the Champions League knockout rounds, scoring regularly against Europe's elite. And now, after a €108 million move to PSG, he's standing toe-to-toe with the world's biggest stars, Donnarumma. The goalkeeping phenom was entrusted as Milan's custodian at just the age of 16 and hasn't looked back. He's already made over 100 appearances in a Milan shirt, becoming the youngest player to ever accomplish that feat. And despite his age, he's a natural leader that has proven to be calm under the relentless pressure from the Italian media. Gianluigi Buffon has already dubbed the kid his heir and the future of Italian goalkeeping for years to come. Alli. His transition to stardom has been so quick and so seamless that you may forget that he's only 21 years old. He's been the creative force behind Tottenham for the better part of 2 years, and his consistent performances have earned him a spot in both the 15-16 and 16-17 PFA Teams of the Year. Having reached double-digit assists for 3 years in a row, you'd be hard-pressed to find a better English playmaker than Alli. A bona fide star for club and country, he may just hold the key to England's World Cup chances this summer. Jesus' claim for the best young player in the world could be argued off the careers of players like Ruud van Nistelrooy or Pippo Inzaghi, who made their legend by being straight killers in front of net. You can say that Jesus mainly scores off the service he gets, but no matter how he does it, scoring goals is the hardest thing in football and can't be overlooked. He's the best pure young striker in the game, and if he can stay healthy, he has all the tools and support around him to be amongst the top scorers in Europe. To be the best young player in the world, you need to show your talent against the best of the best, and Mbappe continues to do that time and time again. Yeah, Mbappe plays in Ligue 1, but statistically, in the past 2 seasons, he's torn up Champions League more than Ligue 1. In Champions League, he's posting 0.58 goals per game compared to his 0.43 goals per game in the league, showing that his talents clearly transcend just French competition. He's the most electric player out of this group, and his ceiling seems to be on par with some of the game's all-time greats. He's the best young goalkeeper in the world, and if the trajectory of his career ends up looking anything like his mentor Gigi Buffon, he'd be hard-pressed to deny Donnarumma the title of best young player in the world. Alli has his personal issues, but a player's antics have nothing to do with their ability. Judged solely off of what happens on the pitch, no one can deny Alli's talent, and therefore his place amongst the best young players in the world is undeniable. And as for Tottenham's recent struggles, last season Spurs conceded a season total of 26 goals, and this season they're already at 24, indicating that their poor defense is at fault for their drop-off rather than any attacking player such as Alli. Out of all these candidates, Alli is the most established and consistent star, and if he chose Alli above the rest, his body of work would back it up. It's a debate that's answer will only be proven through time. But one thing's for certain, the next generation of football is in good hands.